Hi, what's up? Welcome to episode 1. Welcome to Stretch Dad. So let's start it. If you are a dad which life is going completely upside down because of this work kid life balance, you are completely on the right spot. Let me tell you something about my past. I'm Vietnamese. I'm coming here to Berlin when I was 3 years old. I'm starting to be a gymnast in a high level. I was in a German national team. Then I started with b-boy breakdancing all of my life. I have a lot of accidents. I broke my leg, my shoulder, my head, and my back, kind of, with a disc, and my knees, and yeah, everything, kind of everything in my hand. And yeah, I have a lot of experience. And I'm still standing, and I'm still functioning. And let me tell you why. When I was younger, I started with media design. I was a designer. After this, I never get into the job. After this, I study mechanical engineering in the Technical University of Berlin. I never did the job. That's the reason, because I didn't fit into the job. I didn't do things I don't love. I never did it. Because mechanical engineering is super theoretical. It's the completely opposite of being a dancer, being in touch with other people's energies, being in touch with their value of life, of community, of loving to move. And that's always the person I was, and always the person I'm going to be. When I had this problem with my disc issue L5, I couldn't barely move anymore. This was the time when I got my first kid. And then I decided to start something new. The reason because I couldn't move makes me rethink my life. And I started as a going it into a new educational way as a teacher, and a teacher for little kids, like small kids in a kindergarten, like a kindergarten teacher. And that's what I'm doing since then. So I have a lot of knowledge about all this technical stuff and professional dancing stuff. But at the same way, I have a lot of knowledge about pedagogic for humans, and that make me think, okay, what can I do? Because when I got my first kid, my whole life goes crazy, because I was a person who was traveling a lot, have a lot of fun, moving a lot, meeting a lot of different person and people. I have always people around me. I was running from one spot to another spot, doing pictures a lot and videos and just having fun and dancing. But the moment I couldn't move anymore and the kid was born, I feel caged. I was in this little room with the little one and with my partner, day in, day out, supporting her, staying by her side. And I lost myself in this time. And I think I'm not alone with this. I think a lot of men, husbands, becoming fathers will have the same problem or experience the same problem like me. And that's why I do this. That's why I want to do this channel, because I believe that there's a way that we can connect each other, that we can help each other. And that's why this is for. Me and my partner, we lost a lot of things we had before. We don't have time for each other. We don't have really, we just be in another frequency level, kind of, because the hormone balance wasn't the same. I mean, she just bring a new human to world in this world, and she was completely somewhere else than me. I was there to support, but at the same time, I didn't feel support anymore. I feel like really isolated. Yeah. So this is what resilient is for. Resilient means heavy impact in your life, like moving to another city, or just becoming a father, or just having huge accidents that you cannot do the things you love. These are all bad impacts in your life. This hits you emotionally, mentally, physically. And the resilient factor is a factor that's in everybody of us. The content in it is like your mental stuff, your physical stuff, your social stuff, and minus all the stressors like time pressure. Yeah, it's like financial pressure, the working stress. Yeah, the working stress too, and some other aspects. But I will list everything down for you, and I invented a value. I call it just resilience stretch that RSD, and that's a value we can work with. And in this value is you can see all the numbers of this different components and see all the weakness, but specific where your weakness are. And on this weakness, we can build on building some breathing exercises, some exercises for your back, for your shoulders, for your knees, moving exercises. Everything concretely to this specifically to this point, where the issue is. We find the root of the issue and working directly there. And this in the moment, it feels, perhaps it sounds a little bit crazy, a little bit theoretical, and a little bit too much. But if you ever was in this moment that your kid is going nuts for not getting the food they want, or just feeling in a mental bad position because I don't want to go to bed and it's just screaming and go crazy, and your girlfriend is already, or your woman is already, your wife is already tired of all the week, don't get enough sleep, have the financial pressure too, the things like inflation, money problems, or just doesn't feel well in her body anymore because of her hormone balance. Energy is not going well in the moment. Then you know that you need to change something, because otherwise you need to come to a point where you will desperate, that you will desperate from your wife, and that means you're desperate from your kid. And I don't know if this is a thing that is necessary in the end, because if you are ready to work, especially on all these little things what's on the list, you're completely good. You will do it. You can go through it because you know what you're doing. This is not, you don't feel lost anymore, because I got an anchor, okay, this is my weak point. This is something I can work on, and this will change something in your resilient formula. And in the end, your resilient is getting stronger, and it will. And it can help you. It can help me. It can help every father or every man who is in our position and feel kind of lost. Because we are not talking a lot about this. We don't talk about our feelings so much. I'm not different at all. That's why I'm here. I'm not talking to my friends about it. because most of my friends, perhaps they don't have kids, perhaps they don't have time. But every one of us can just sitting 10 minutes in front of a YouTube video, watching and thinking about these things, because we're on a handy anyways. So peace out. I would be happy if you guys comment, or yeah, just follow me, give me a like. Let's see what comes out. Stretch that.